Salutations everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. I'm your host, BrainBoy20, and where we had last left off, we had just arrived in London after a fairly lengthy journey across the sea in an effort to reach the Empire of Hands. Cecil and, what was the actual, terminus destination? Yes, we were actually going up to the nativity in order to take a good long look at what was available for us there. And now we also have a few things to drop. No, we don't. I remember now. We're going to sell off some supplies because we have to go south with all of this stuff because we were going to join the Dawn Bringers, whatever you wish to call them. They're known by many names. Actually, we'll stick to 7 supplies. The rest will be spent on fuel. And 1 more supply. And we shall shove off once more to the deep Black Sea. Not for any particular reason, other than we need to make it down south, and it's going to take us a long time to get there. Now, is there anything I've forgotten about? Do we have recent news? Do we have recent news? Do we? Do we? It's in my hold, isn't it? Yes, we have recent news. Good. So now it's our journey down to the south to the Dawn machine to see if we can drop it off. Where did she say she wanted? It'll be in our journals somewhere. Not Empire of Hands, not favors, not learning about. Memoirs. No, neither is networks. Objective. Yes. Admiralty Commission. Deliveries from the salt lines agreed to take the last load of Sphinx Stone to the Grand Geode, which is apparently really far down south. Hopefully we can make it there on time. If not, well, I salute you all. It was nice working with you, but we do need to make it back. Or begin some cannibalism. Either way, things are going to get very, very interesting. I believe 5 is more than enough to make it to Vanderbilt and back, and whatever is possibly down south we can easily reach with the Cumane Canal providing us with a natural stopping point. But I really would like to make the last delivery. We've entered a fog bank. Ah well, suck it up and deal with it. We need to hold on to as many supplies as we possibly can, so heading through the fog bank is the best option. Anyway, it'll also be nice to see what's actually down here, because I personally have never actually been this far. Even though, maybe 5 people have seen these videos at this point. Either so many people are so far behind that they are unable to catch up, or they just can't be bothered. Although Sunless Sea will end soon enough. Not for any particular want or reason, it's more of, I'll hit a natural stopping point at some point. I hope. Little ships throng the waters here, the crew goes wistful. They swap old stories of sunlit sea. We draw near the Cumane Canal, the way to the surface. Now, let's see, what do you have for us here? I have honestly no idea. Because it's not here. The Grand Geode is much further down south, and I might as well take a brief look. A Gilliflower here? Well, we are going to basically use this to instantly turn around, because it will never attack you in port, which is the nice thing. We're not traveling to the surface, but we'll listen to some gossip, gather some information, and let's listen. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary, half-legal hostelries in long-moored ships. They are trade stories with suntanned surface sailors, stories of Paris and Batavia, the Lost Fires, and the Final Isles. There are no ships here, but we can easily buy some fuel. They're indifferent, and I'll buy 1 of each just to make sure my supplies are topped off. Can I? Oh, no, because I'm still here in port. I can't actually draw a firing solution. I suppose that's a good thing, as I think we're both going our separate ways. We encountered the Gilliflowers that prey on the Cumane shipping. Interesting. So, I'm guessing those are rare encounters, and if you encounter them specifically, you will gain some benefit. Or maybe if you kill them. Anyway, down south we go. To wherever we end up, no one will know. Oh, that's down south. That's down south from here. I'm fairly certain I actually don't want to be near the Iron Republic, but my computer chugging, that's a very good sign that I shouldn't be here. Ah well, guess it's the first time for everything. Sizzling vapors rise from the sea. Time slips sideways. A coil of rope has stung a stoker, and his fellows beat it to death. We are under the hand of the Iron Republic. If I remember correctly, in fallen London, the Iron Republic is the place where devils rule, and where devils rule, laws tend to not make sense. If that makes any sense at all. NVIDIA. Oh, no. We're doing this again, aren't we? Yes, we are. I really wish you wouldn't do that. Oh well. You get to see my screen again. I'm not going to remove that this time. I've tried. There's no point. Hell's client state. Be wary. Their laws are not the laws of man or nature. Factory engines roar like false lions. Blood thunders in the dock pipes. Crimson lightning skitters across the deck, leaps to the rail, curls there like a cat. The city is reflected in glassy, calm harbor water. The citizens have their heads of dogs and serpents. Hell has brought freedom to the Iron Republic. Freedom from all laws, even those of nature. Listen, your fears line up on the quay, waiting, waving like old lovers. Allow your sailors time ashore. Probably this will increase your terror. Perhaps something else horrible will happen. The Market of Hungers. The Market of Hungers, with its spires and sigils. Is it a parody of the bazaar? Today, flies fill its arcades. Buzz, buzz. Compile a port. It will be entirely straightforward. The streets won't lie straight, and the ink freezes whenever you look away from the inkwell. I found a tittering artificer's project. Nearly ready? Yes, nearly ready. I need more. You can have the prototype when it's done. Take it. Kill with it. I just want to see what the damage you can do. Ammunition will be difficult. It will cost you so much. But the weapon, oh, the weapon. Well, I'll say we'll compile a port report if we can. To record the Republic's events, it's like trying to sing wax or leave water. You can do what you can. The third paragraph buds eyes. The date is fundamentally wrong. The full stops bite. You do what you can. Oh, I've lost pages. Oh. Use a Market of Hunger's choice under story to access more goods. Don't mind me just buying some fuel at an apparently incredibly cheap price. We are leaving. I don't feel like dealing with the Iron Republic right now. Like, if it makes me lose a statistic, I'd rather it be outrageously high first. Still, if hell can do that, I dread to think what they might do to the surface. I dread to think what hell is like. What type of ship was that? Hi. That's a Republic juggernaut. It is on to me. It is on to my shenanigans. But I'm slowly outpacing it. And there's the Grand Geode. And it's infinitely further south. Castle Clare. Can I drop this? Am I being chased? I don't see the beast. I hope I don't see the beast. Hope I'm not missing the beast. Came on deck to find the metal shop with spikes. Wow. It's gonna be one of these again, so I can't even see it. Hello. This is the Grand Geode, is it not? Where the Dawn Machine lay. Discovered Zello's town. I won't even lie, you piqued my interest. Also, what the heck is chasing me? Why can't I drop my guns? Oh, yes, there is a port there. It's actually literally inside the mountain. Smash. Well, that sucks. A distant song like a mirage. A naval base with the Royal Navy's emblems, curiously amended. Efficient, bright-eyed women and men work briskly everywhere you look. They're singing hymns with unfamiliar words. Hard-faced Royal Marines watch you carefully, barring entry to the geode's heart. A plaque by the docks has been defaced with orange paint, but you can still make out the original inscription. Station 5, Adjunt. Asked to speak with someone in authority. Deliver the Sphinx Stone over to Pilot Port Report. Let's ask, actually. I'm curious. The Commodore may be able to give you a few minutes. The Commodore shakes your hand warmly. He's a handsome, open-faced fellow with an immaculate navy uniform. His office is equally handsome. It overlooks the glittering interior crystal cliff. It must be as well lit as any study underneath. He deflects questions about the purpose of this installation. Classified, you know. But smilingly offers you tea, biscuits, and mineralogical anecdotes. The biscuits are good, but the anecdotes rather blend one to the next. You find yourself nodding, and then jerk suddenly awake. The Commodore is smiling. Your cup is empty. You feel well. Very well. A little euphoric, even. Come back soon, he says softly. The light is pretty. And you now have one memorized sunstroke. You've spoken to the Commodore in the Grand Geode, but your memory is a little hazy. Sure. Wait, what? Purchase an element of dawn from the Commodore? The Commodore welcomes you, smiling, to his immaculate office. Crystals glitter in the walls. Of course, he says, glad to help, but we'll need to cover expenses. For an element, the light only produces so many, you know. We'll compile a port report. Take discreet notes. The Marines are watching. And fine, we'll deliver the Sphinx Stone, as is promised. The bright-eyed sequencer sent you here. Another equally bright-eyed quartermaster awaits you and your stones. The stones! Marvelous! The bazaar is the enemy of our light. It's the enemy of anyone with eyes, too. Nasty, greedy, tentacle things. When our light will sort it out, you'll see. Because you have eyes, and wonderful eyes they are, too, if I might say so. The stone of yours will help, and we know to those who help us. Here, a bundle of banknotes. Here, a monograph of perception. And here. She leans forward and kisses you, once on each eyelid. As she draws back, the world has changed. You always knew the Neath was a place where the laws of the sunlit world did not apply, but now, somehow, you can see it. Is this chaos or freedom? The quartermaster directs her laborers to pack up the stone. The sea is quiet. The geode glows like a lamp. You now have a searing enigma. The light is pretty. You now have rising supremacy, the dawn machine. You no longer have any Sphinx Stone. You gained 1,000 echoes, a mirror, and a secret. All I have to say, excellent! Anything else for us today? Oh. Speak to. A sign of Dark Drop coffee. No, I'm curious, would you care for it? I'll try this again, but I don't think he's interested. Oh. Okay, fair enough. I think he's just happy now. So, I've been illuminated to the bazaar. Interesting. Unfortunately, well, I would love to explore furthermore in this dark abyss. I definitely, or should I say bright abyss, I do need to head back to London. As unfortunate as it is, I need to. For if I don't, well, let's just say I don't want to run out of supplies at Z. Like, fuel, it's more okay. You can usually convert 2 supplies for fuel. But out at Z, supplies cannot be found so readily. And we're better to turn to each other, and I'd rather not risk that. Especially with my officers. No, Republican Dreadnought. No, Republican Dreadnought. I refuse. I utterly refuse. Yeah, no, it's on to me. Curses, it's now glitched me out again. I assume that's a glitch because it looked at me for half a second and then decided to stop and then continue and then dance around and like pirouette on cue. Somehow. Unfinished revolutionaries. Can I even hit you? I would assume you're an assault-based trireme. Ooh, that actually hurts. Actually, I want to do this. I want to back up. Oh. This is starting to hurt. Save me, save me, save me, save me. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. What is that? Will it kill me? No. Investigate the hold. Fragments of clay. Oh. You destroyed the unfinished revolutionaries. Fragments of clay litter across the deck. They crunch underfoot like potsherds. Unfinished men do not surrender. Investigate the hold. What treasures do these villains take? Some sort of barrel. Tap the bung. Carefully. In the flaring light, it's Z-dark, but the taste is darkness of autumn. Mushroom wine. An acquired taste, perhaps. Once you've acquired it, who'd go back to grapes? Nasty little bubbles of goo. Grapes. Ah! Adam's Doom. We're going to skirt the edge of Adam's Doom, considering our hull has been reduced to 2 out of 75. Dear God, man. There's no efficient way to fight them. Although it's nice that we were able to successfully, kill them. I just don't want to encounter anyone else. Please tell me this is actually recharged. And hopefully we don't take, you suddenly take 2 hull damage and die. Ugh. Human Canal. No, the Jelly Fleur was there. I remember that all too well. I see that. We are going to go in the opposite direction. I was heading back to Human Canal instead of London, wasn't I? Yeah. Oh, what is this place? I don't recognize it. Whatever it is, hopefully it does not destroy me completely and utterly like that. I got enough excitement in this for one day. Once we get back to London and fix up the place, we'll probably end it there. I always wonder what that meant. No landlubber would notice the change, but you feel the air prickle on your skin. Somewhere new. If you get that somewhere new enough, does that basically mean your entire body is being pricked by the air of the sea? That'd be terrifying, wouldn't it? It's like, hey, you're wearing all this clothing and, razor-sharp air. So briskly cold as it could theoretically freeze fire itself, blasting through you. And again, that's probably what it feels like to be in, a tornado or something similar. I am just keeping my cannons at the ready. Okay, I took a brief stop over in Quaker's Haven. A brief stop over there. We're not trying that again anytime soon. That's just not worth it. And chat to the fisherman. Certainly. Let's explore the shore. Why not? A glittering eye. You turn and there's a long, lank brown man at your shoulder. Listen, he says. I have a story for you. Turn the situation around. No, I have stories for you. Fresh from the Z, he has experienced horror and wonder, but so have you, and your tale is so much the fresher. You wrestle with each other's histories until at last he concedes. Here, he says, this is where it all began, with the astronomer and the Emphirides. He whispers into your ear. You gain 50 fragments. That, I forgot, was entirely not worth it. Also, we can get drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Cider and Cave Dory. The trees beneath are scraggly and wretched, scraping a living with parasynthes, but the apples of Mutton Island are tart and powerful. Perfect for cider. Cider! This stuff is stronger than it looks. You stretch out in your seat, stare through the leaded window at your... This stuff is stronger than it looks. You stretch out in your seat, stare through the leaded windows at your safely moored ship, and you find you're whistling. The landlord gives you a friendly grin and goes back to wetting his cleaver. Had my door closed for a reason. And not for the usual ones that people would think. Anyway, I'll be back to London soon enough, as long as I don't accidentally run aground or something similarly foul. I should be fine. Should be. This is the final stretch. Hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully. I will make sure that I use up the Admiralty's favors to repair this ship. Well, that should be very well the first thing I do. Like, oh my gosh. 2 health. Just barely, and it was only because of the blue skin Talak that we would even kill them. Bloody unfinished revolutionaries. I probably wouldn't have done much better if I fought against the claim unfinished men of, what was it, Polythereme? No, I would have probably been destroyed, completely and utterly. Thankfully, we're back in home waters. And hopefully this, like, memories of light won't screw me up completely. Supremacy of the Dawn Machine. Some messages from the Harbour Master and Rose's Wharf. First things first, to London. Put your ship in dry dock. And Admiralty Yards. Save us. If it takes 3 favors, it's still better than anything else. Let's see here. Alarming Scholar is nice. We shall... Oh, you don't have one anymore? Oh wait, I required a searing enigma for someone in particular. I just don't remember what. So I'm going to hold on to this, because I think it was actually useful for one of our tasks. Gracious Diplomat is nothing else here. The Docks of Rose's Wharf. A prim baronet is looking for an unread log. He brushes black rose petals from his shoes. The wharf is strewn with them whenever the rose market congregates. Or a tattooed courier will pay well for a consignment of skin Talak. Her skin is crowded with bright ink. Her smile is cocky. Ah well, what else do we have here? Dark Speckled Admiral, what port reports can you give for me? Cumaean Canal, if he is nominal. Iron Republic. Excuse me, I need to unlock this, and this. Oops, and this. Can you place a report inside? Yes, I imagine someone will read it. Eventually. There's always someone. Wait, this is blank. Yes, both sides. No, I assure you. No, I know. These things happen in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. Grand Geode. The Grand... Yes, of course. We're generally quite well informed on that topic. Since you're here, perhaps you may as well let us know what your own impressions were. Report submitted! The Admiralty official takes notes scrupulously, with an expression of mild terror. Like an office vivisector, wincing with a scalpel, the rest of the office studiously busies themselves with other tasks. Khan's Shadow. Wisdom. I forgot we have all this stuff. Salt Lions. And Quaker's Haven. All this fuel, all this dough, all these supplies. What else do we have? Nothing else, really. And looks like the dog that's staying with us for a while is coming up to visit me, because my door's been closed for so long. So I think this is a natural stopping point. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Sunless Sea, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal, and I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.